Hey guys, what is up? I am back with my 2005 Subaru Legacy GT, and this is the fuel pump and fuel filter. And I'm just going to show you, here's the filter, and just going to show you kind of a quick way of how to install it. I'm going to do my best to do it with one hand and whatever I can do, but these are what I picked up off of eBay. The fuel pump and the filter right there, and I just pulled this out. If you want to know, I have the video how to remove it. I'll link it below and you can look at that. Okay, so here's the clips. You got to pull these clips, make sure that they can be fragile. You want to be careful. You don't want to break any part of it, especially with the new one. When you get it, that's just holding the housing, so that clip is connected to the fuel filter, and as you see it right here, as I pull it in, there's the fuel filter, and it's just connected. So that's just part that's on top of the clip, or on top of the thing. So I already taken it apart, disconnected it, so there it is. So you got the clip, you got everything right there. You see how dirty my filter was, my pump. That's the bottom of the pump. That's the screen. And here's inside where the fuel sits in. And there is a gasket that goes in the bottom of that cylinder spot. That's off on the upper left-hand side. And there's the gasket right there. So make sure that you get all the gaskets when they go back on. But so there's a gasket, and so yeah, you got the connector right here. That's just easy to disconnect. It's just that little tab. You just push the tab in and just disconnect it, and just kind of work those clips around, and you can take it apart. All right, what I also like to do is get the new one and set side by side and look at it and make sure that it looks right, make sure that everything looks correct. And there's the fuel pump, so make sure like the fuel pump looks like it fits inside there, and kind of the same size and everything. Just before you start really disassembling everything, make sure you got everything that is correct. I like to really look at it before I start taking it apart, so I can make sure that I put it together properly and back together how it goes. I'm not exactly sure how it comes apart yet. I'm still looking at it. It's got the springs. You got all these little different connectors and stuff that needs to come apart and to come off the fuel pump itself. And got all the wires and everything. So just really pay attention. Okay, so I took it apart. I took that assembly off. I'll show you right here where, if you see right here, like you got the springs and different things like that, there was a C-clamp, a little C-clip that's on there. And so I'll put this kind of back on. You'll see that it's kind of moves, like one's larger than the other. Just kind of remember how it like goes in. And you got that little groove right here. There's a little C-clamp right there with the groove right here. So as you push the filter down, so I'll put it on so you can see what it looks like. But as you push the filter down, it exposes that C-clip. And once you take this C-clip off, you can fix it. You can pull it apart. And what I'm showing you right there is that there's O-rings that you need to make sure that are there. They were inside the old one. You want to make sure that they're inside the new one, and so you can have a good seal and that the pump works properly. So that's what I'm showing you right here. And sorry, I'm kind of all over the place, but there's the C-clamp, and there it is again. I don't know why I showed you twice, but it's really easy. Like once you get that top off, you push it down, you can just expose that. I should be doing it right here pretty soon. Hey guys, sorry, I'm back. I was just realized, so I took the pump out and I didn't really show how to do that part. But there's two clips on the inside of the pump, and my thumb's kind of covering two of the clips. You gotta, I'm just showing you that make sure you get the O-ring back in there. I almost put the new pump inside the filter, and I decided to take the old pump out just to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. And sure enough, there was a few things that were in there, so I removed those off the old pump and put onto the new pump. But there's two clips that is kind of a pain in the butt to get to unless you have the right tool, and I was able to just finagle a screwdriver flathead to kind of bend the little tabs up and push the old pump out so I can get to all those, uh, expose the pump out, pull it out so I could get the O-ring and the other little plastic thing that was on the inside. So it wasn't too hard. It just kind of took some finagling. So just take your time, and you could get it to break off so you can get that. So yeah, and then once you get that put together, then you can shove it into the new one. I'm gonna fast forward and kind of get to the part where all it is you just literally push that in to the new one, your pump or your old pump, whatever you're doing. Hopefully you're replacing your pump, so you just put a new pump in and put everything all back together, and it works. So I'm gonna get rid of some of this video that is worthless to watch, and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. I put the pump on, clipped it back in. Once I lubed up the O-ring, I clipped it back in, plugged it in, and you can see, I'm going to show you where you push down the spring, and it will show you where that C-clamp is. So as you push it down, it's kind of hard to pain in the butt, but you see where the C-clamp is. If I would point the finger, yeah, there it is. So that's where you're just going to want to put that C-clamp, and that's what locks the whole pump in and keeps the filter and the pump on the housing. So there it is. There's the clip. It's installed. Pretty easy. It's, just takes a little bit of time, and obviously 2 hands. All right, guys. So here you go. Here you have the finished. Got everything installed. You have, I don't know, just kind of look at everything, make sure you got everything plugged in. I don't really remember what I was doing here, but so make sure you got the O-rings in. These are the old O-rings. And then here's the grease, the lube to lube them up that I talked about earlier. And that came with the kit. And so just make sure you lather it up really good. I installed that. That probably was the hardest piece to try to bend. That metal is really strong. To try to bend to put that on so that will stay on top of the fuel pump right there. So got that installed. Don't know what I'm doing. Here's the box that the pump came in. If you want to order one, it's a 750 cc. And here's the filter. There's the filter assembly number and stuff. Hopefully that helps. It wasn't too expensive. So anyways, here's the cleaned out. I cleaned it out, and now we're going to get ready to install that. Install the pump inside there and the filter. I really wish I knew what I was saying here. I don't know, I'm probably just talking. Don't know when to shut up. But anyways, okay, so start getting it. It's obviously easier with 2 hands, but you got to get those clips. And I'm going to speed things up here. So here's a little bit quicker, but just kind of work it around, and get the clips in the right area, right location. You don't want to break them. And once you kind of get that done, you clip it down, then make sure it latches. So there it is. It's all latched, ready to go. Don't forget to connect the electrical connector and get that all set and everything. So that's what I did, is took the time to make sure everything was installed. I hooked up everything, got the O-rings, all that stuff installed, ready to go. So
right now it's just now I'm probably just blawing around of what to remember, what to think about, what to look for, and what you need. So I am going to fast forward it and get to the point. All right, there's no significant. I just guess was just talking here, just kind of going and recapping over everything. So I just kind of sped it up, but I just wanted to comment on if there's more to the videos that you would like to see, if you want me to explain a little closely or more clearly or show really step by step, like please leave a comment and let me know. And if not, then that's okay. And I just hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe. See you next time.